Welcome back, guys, to our playthrough of Pokemon FIRERED. So in the past couple videos, we have spent some time trying to capture as many Unown as we possibly could. We've cleared out 2 caves, well, chambers, I suppose we should say, throughout Tanoby. The Viapois, and we got Z, an exclamation. And then we did Rixy in the last one, which was V, W, X, M, and B, as in boy. We got all of those. I'm just getting my checklist out and ready. So of the 2 chambers that we've already knocked out, we're on the 3rd now, which I believe is Scufib, S-C-U-F-I-B. And of the 5 that are available here are Y, G, T, F, and K. Now, Y should show up with a 40% encounter rate, and then G should show up at 25, T is at 20, F is at 13, and K will likely be the most difficult at a 2% encounter rate inside. I don't know if this hiker-looking dude outside here, if he's a trainer. Let's go ahead and check in and see what it is. Oh, he is a fighter. Do you know anything about this stone chamber? I do, in fact, actually. Notice that rock behind the entrance. I'm gonna go look at that, see if there's a hidden item there. Ruin Maniac Brandon would like to battle. With these Ruin Maniacs, they haven't really, oh, he's strong, and I throw out a Raichu, that's stupid. We haven't actually gotten in a battle in a little while, huh? What do we got? I'm gonna throw out Marcanine just so we can double the money and take him out quickly with a Fire Blast, which he might be able to survive. Let's see how it goes here. Sandstorm, we're going to be buffeted by that probably. Is that enough for a KO? I don't think so. Oh, good, it is. She's a little too hot to sip. That was uncalled for. You didn't have to be so rough. Whatever, man. You would have knocked me out if you had the chance. Take your money. The Tanoby Ruins date back at least 1,500 years, but it's a baffling mystery as to why it was built in the first place. It's true. This rock looks sus. Hidden item? Hidden item? Nope. Okay. Let's pop on inside. Alright, so it is. The Scufib. So we're in this chamber of the Tanoby Ruins. Let's see. Each one of the ruins has a very different layout, but it doesn't really matter. There's nothing unique about any of them. So the Pokeball icon that you see under the Unown name there is specifically in relation to the fact that we've already captured a single Unown. You only need 1 to fill out the Pokedex, but we're going to go for all 28. The alphabet A through Z, and then an exclamation and a question mark, with the exclamation and question mark being the most difficult to run into at a 1% chance. Viapois had Z at 99% chance, and the exclamation at 1%. On the opposite side, going from west to east, is Monean. A is a 99% chance, and question mark is a 1%. I'm trying to make sure that we give nicknames to each of these so we can put their letters in there. I missed the question mark one by mistake. And then I captured 2 W's, actually. 1 W I captured. I didn't... Was it a W? I think so. I might have labeled it as an X, then I captured another one and labeled it actually a W. I think that was it. In the last episode I did that. Okay. Alright, let me mark that off my list. We're going to run into Y probably the most out of all of these. No surprise there. Okay, 1 down and 4 to go. Now, in the last episode, I spent some time reading about the Unown. We're going to do that again, too. I'm probably going to overlap some of the facts that we talk about just because I don't have any other topics to discuss throughout these videos. The commentary, there's nothing in here. There's nothing to do. So I'm just going to read about these as we move on. Let me see what we have here. Okay. The Unown is a Psychic-type Pokemon introduced in Generation 2. While it is not known to evolve into or any other form, as of Gen 3, Unown has 28 derivative shapes chronicled in the Unown mode in Generation 2 and the Unown report in Heart Gold and Soul Silver. There are 26 Latin alphabet characters plus a question mark and an exclamation mark introduced in Gen 3, which this game is. Oh, here we go. Alright, let's go ahead and grab this one. Fight and Thunderwave. Okay, and I believe there's a 13% chance Unown F. So that's fantastic. Yeah, the most difficult one is K at 2%, but this one's the second hardest one, so we're going to go ahead and grab that right now. I'll mark that off of my list, assuming that we do capture it. Perfect. Awesome. And we're going to go ahead and give it a nickname, Unknown F as well. Really wish they would put the letters in the names. Okay, let's go back to the Bulbapedia entry. In Generation 2, its shape is determined by its individual values. In Gen 3, it is determined by its personality value. From Gen 4 onward, it is determined by a separate form identifier. We are blowing through this. So this one, okay, is G, which is the second most common one at 25%. Some of them look like they're letters, other ones do not. We're going to need to use like an ether or something to paralyze these guys. We might be okay in not paralyzing them all, but we'll see how it goes. I made this comment before, but we're going to have an entire box dedicated to 30 paralyzed unknowns. Excellent. Now, I've never done anything like this before. Captured all the unknowns, not even in my own regular playthroughs that I don't record. Just never really had an interest. And URG. Perfect. Okay, let's go ahead and mark that off on my list. There we go. So now we've got T and K left. We've already got 3, so that's fantastic. Okay, continuing on. Let's see. What other information we have? The biology of Unown is a thin Pokemon shaped like an eye with appendages that make it resemble a letter or a punctuation mark. It is entirely black except for its eye. All 26 alphabetic forms of Unown have fully open eyes, while the 2 punctuation Unown have closed eyes. Though each of its forms has a counterpart in the Latin alphabet, Unown is said to resemble ancient writing and hieroglyphs. It is a mystery whether Unown predates or postdates written language, and therefore which one is based on the other. We talked about this too. I think the Unown probably came first, considering they have their own dimension where they come from, and they've had multiple appearances in the anime and the manga from this dimension. Hey, we got our T. Hell yeah, that's the third most difficult one. T is what? What did I say it was? 20% chance. Okay. Let's go ahead and Ultra Ball this thing. The Pokedex and Professor Oak's research disagree on whether Unown communicates through electromagnetic waves or telepathy. Either way, it can be detected by the Pokegear radio, which interprets it as the melody of the Azure Flute. It is said that an odd power emerges when more than one Unown come together. In the anime, it is capable of reading the thoughts of other life forms. Great numbers of Unown are capable of distorting the reality to suit the dreams and wishes of whoever is in control of the Unown. However, they can do this only when more than one Unown is present, so it could be a shared effort rather than an ability unique to each Unown. I find this fascinating. I read a lot of this stuff yesterday, but it's fun to learn. Sweet. Mark that off. Okay, now K is going to be the hard one. So that we got all those really quickly, but K might take us an hour, you know what I mean? Unown is an extremely rare Pokemon that lives in its own dimension and rarely ventures outside. When it moves the Pokemon world, Unown tends to stick to walls like engravings or ancient texts or orbit other Unown. It makes you wonder, the Tanoby Ruins in these chambers here, after we figured out that puzzle, the Tanoby Key, and the Unown started showing up, it makes you wonder, like, where are they coming from? Like, why are they here? Let's see. Okay, I'm going to read a little bit of stuff that we didn't read yesterday. Let's see. We're going to overlap a little bit because I did read a little bit of this stuff. Unown played a large role in Spell of the Unknown Entei, I guess in a movie. or like a special. It's an anime, whatever. Creating illusions that drive the plot. Notes about Unown can be seen on Professor Oak's computer at the beginning of the movie. The information, as presented in the Japanese version, has been cleaned up and transcribed as the following. Because they're very timid and careful character, Unown do not want to go out of the external world. Unown have the power to perceive the feelings of other creatures, including human beings. Unown communicate with each other over electromagnetic waves but cannot use telepathy. Given all this, Unown are still classified as a species of Pokemon as opposed to any other sort of creature. Like maybe an alien or something like that. Then again, alien is just like a broad general term that doesn't actually describe the species of the creature. In Address Unown, Unown G fell out of the unknown dimension after it was healed by the group. It helped defend them against Team Rocket, and its mind merged with that of Ash's Larvitar so that the group could help it address its inner pain. Markings of Unown are observed on the tablet in top-down training. We read a little bit about that yesterday. In the English dub, Dawn reads it as, when every life meets another life, something will be born. That almost suggests like when every creature meets another creature, they have sex and give birth to a child. In Journey to the Unknown, Saturn and his Bronzor use confused rays on multiple Unown, causing trouble for Ash and his friends. The tablet from top-down training also appeared in this episode. The Unown reappeared in a flashback in Enter Galactic. In another special, an Unown F fell out of the unknown dimension following an unspecified incident, and Pikachu and his friends had to help it return to the unknown dimension so it could reunite with the other Unown. In another Pokemon special, 5 Unown covered the town of Johto, or excuse me, a town in Johto, with an endless night in order to help Kiara accept parting ways with her Cleffa. Once she finally realized it was time to say goodbye, the Unown returned day to the town and then departed. In the Mastermind of Mirage Pokemon, a Mirage Unown G was created by the Mirage Master. In the Rise of Darkrai, multiple Unown fled from Dialga and Palkia in the unknown dimension. Others appeared during the opening sequence. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky Beyond Time and Darkness featured a stone tablet written in Unown. Yeah, it's very clear that the English language was based on the Unown, I would imagine. In the Pokemon Adventures manga, which I have almost all of them, even Special Collector's Edition as well. I've got like 2 copies of everything. I'm kind of a freak like that. Gold, Silver, and Crystal chapter, Unown first appeared in Into the Unknown at the Ruins of Alph. That's what it was. The Ruins of Alph is where I think I captured my first Geodude that was shiny, or my first shiny, which was a Geodude rather. It's the first time I ever caught a shiny that was a non-Red Gyarados, actually. That's what it was, the Ruins of Alph. During a battle with Team Rocket, Gold has his Sunbow use Flash, which is a nickname for a Sunkern. Accidentally awakening the Unown from their slumber, angered the Unown retaliated on the Team Rocket Elite Trio, defeating them. Bugsy later returns to study the ruins further in Hooray for Heracross, where he captures an Unown G and gives it to one of his colleagues. Later, as he researches for Suicune, he finds 2 chambers with unknown markings. Using his device to translate them, they read the following words that I don't understand. In the Fire Red and Leaf Green chapter, in Some Things Are Better Left Unknown, spelled like the Pokemon, Surd gains the control of a small army of Unown after awakening them in the Tanoby Ruins. She initially uses them as a distraction against Lorelei, allowing her to defeat the Elite Four member. Surd later uses them to impede the progress of Red, Blue, and Green as they head to the Trainer Tower. Also, the Unown of the exclamation and question mark forms follow Giovanni to Birth Island to relay his successful capture of Deoxys back to the Team Rocket warehouse. Damn. In Diamond and Pearl chapter, in Knowledge of the Unknown, spelled like the Pokemon, a D and P Unown, yeah, D and P, you know what it is, befriended Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum in Selacion Town. The 2 enlisted the help of the Pokedex holders to free their friends from a chamber in Selacion Ruins. Later, they helped Battle Team Galactic at Valstone City. You know what? I don't know if I realized there was a trainer named Diamond and Pearl and Platinum. That's weird. I'm going to look that up. What does that look like? Interesting. Oh, curious. So, yeah. Got it. So I recognize these guys. Dawn is Platinum, for example. Lucas is Diamond. That makes sense. Okay. I guess, yeah, there was never really a fear to that. Curious. Let's see. Multiple Unown appeared in Halting Honchkrow and Chancing Upon Chingling. I like those little clever names. Heart Gold and Soul Silver chapter, and all about Arceus. I don't know if it's Arceus. I'm going to say Arceus. Screw that. If it's wrong, I'm going to say it anyway. And all about Arceus 4, a massive group of Unown were spawned at the Sinjo ruins, where Arceus created Dialga, Palkia, and Giratina. Interesting. The English Pokédex data for the Unown Pokemon cards in the Neo Destiny expansion say that it's believed that the variety of types of Unown is a result of evolutionary adaptation, but this is not present in the original Japanese text. The Pokemon actually appear, the Unown appear, in a bunch of other Pokemon tie-in games, and non-Pokemon tie-in games, in fact. When one Unown is released from a Pokeball in Super Smash Bros. Melee, it'll fly off the screen. It then returns with a large swarm similar to what Beedrill did in the original Super Smash Bros. The only difference is that Beedrill only attacks from left or right, while Unown can come from any direction. Any opponent caught in this barrage is damaged and juggled. There are also a number of Unown Poke Floats featured in the Poke Float stage. In the second half of the stage's cycle, numerous Unown fly across the screen. Toward the end of the cycle, staying on the stage relies on hopping between them, the Unown. Trophy information for Super Smash Bros. Melee. The Psychic-type symbol Pokemon resemble ancient hieroglyphs found on rocks, a resemblance that's said to be more than superficial. Quite a few different shapes of Unown have been confirmed, and it's believed that each type has unique abilities. These enigmatic Pokemon can be found in the ruins of Alph. In Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Unown does not return as a Pokemon, though it is a spirit, appearing in its F form. Curiously enough, as a coincidence here, the F form is available inside this particular chamber that we're in right now. Okay, so I'm going to read the Pokedex entries for all of these, and hopefully by that time we'll run into the Pokemon that we're looking for. In the past couple of episodes, it took us roughly about 27 to 30 minutes to capture all of the available Pokemon in each chamber. In the Monean chamber, other way. In the Viapois chamber, we got Z and exclamation in about 30 minutes. In Rixy, we got VWXM, as in Mary, or Marcanine, and B as in boy. We got all 5 of them in about 27, 28 minutes. And then Scufib now, we have all 4, we've got 4 of the 5 with K remaining, with a 2% chance of spawn, Y being the most common one. Okay, so Gen 2 is when Unown was available at first. Gen 2, these are the entries. In Pokemon Gold, it says, their shape looked like hieroglyphs on ancient tablets. It is said that the two were somehow related. I've always loved that the Pokedex entries for opposite games were different. In Silver, it says, its thin, flat body is always stuck on walls. Its shape appears to have some meaning. Crystal, because different types of Unown exist, it is said that they must have a variety of abilities. In Pokemon Stadium 2, I need to make a new one of those. Their shapes look like hieroglyphs on ancient tablets. It is said that the two are somehow related. Interesting. Huh. So in Stadium 2, it's using the gold entry. Very interesting. Okay, Gen 3, these are the Hoenn entries. Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald. Let's see. Ruby says, and Sapphire, this Pokemon is shaped like ancient writing. It is a mystery as to which came first, the ancient writings or the various Unown. Research into this topic is ongoing, but nothing is confirmed, I guess. Emerald says, this Pokemon is shaped like ancient text characters. Although research is ongoing, it is a mystery as to which came first, the ancient writings or the various Unown. So it's just kind of like regurgitating the same thing. FIRERED and Leaf Green. FIRERED says, its flat, thin body is always stuck on walls. Its shape appears to have some meaning. Interesting. That is the same as the entry in Silver. And then Leaf Green shares the same as Pokemon Gold. Their shapes look like hieroglyphs on ancient tablets. It said that the two were somehow related. Okay. In Gen 4, Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. Diamond first. Shaped like ancient writing is a huge mystery whether language or Unown came first. So kind of the same thing as the others. They didn't really have a large variety of Pokedex entries for these guys. Pearl says, they seem to communicate among each other telepathically. They're always found stuck on walls. Okay, that's a little bit newer. Platinum says, when alone, nothing happens. However, if there are 2 or more, an odd power is said to emerge. Very interesting. Heart Gold Their shapes look like hieroglyphs on ancient tablets. It said the two are somehow related. Okay, same as the gold version. And then same as silver, soul silver reads, its flat, thin body is always stuck on walls. The shape appears to have some meaning. Okay. In Generation 5, black and white. When alone, nothing happens. However, if there are two or more, an odd power is said to emerge. Same as platinum. And black and white's entry is the same as black and white too. Okay. In Gen 6, X. It's flat, thin body's always stuck on walls. Shape appears to have some meaning. Okay, it's the same as silver and some others. Y. Shaped like ancient writing, huge mystery whether language or unknown came first. So I think that one is unique. I think that's the first Pokedex entry that is... Oh, nope, that's not true. That's a diamond entry. Yeah, diamond and Y are the same. Shaped like ancient writing is a huge mystery whether language or unknown came first. Okay. Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire say, this Pokemon is shaped like ancient writing. It's a mystery as to which came first. The ancient writings are the various unknown. Research in this topic is ongoing, but nothing is known. Okay, yeah, it's the same as Ruby and Sapphire, so they didn't change those. And then, yeah, in Gen 7, no Pokedex entries because it wasn't available, I guess. That's right, because in Gen 7, there was no Alolan version. That would have been dope if they somehow rewrote these as like Chinese characters or like Japanese characters or something like that. That would have been pretty cool. And then Unknown's also not available in the current Sword and Shield Galar region of Gen 8. Come on, where is my K at, you know? Where are we at? Game locations, side game locations. Let's see. Interesting. All right. There's quite a bit more that we can read in here, too, so we'll probably do that in just a moment. Interesting. So their sprites also kind of vary. The shiny one is a blue appearance, while some of their games have a green hue to it. And then later, more of a gray, and then after that, a bit more close to black. Here we go. So we got some good trivia as well. Read some of that too. Dang it, I hate when I hit that button. In Spell the Unknown Entity, Professor Oak had some pictures of Unknown on his computer, which have never appeared in any other media. Some resemble Greek alphabet letters, particularly the lowercase sigma, capital pi, capital omega. The top left image also resembles the Greek ligature OU, L, U? I don't know. It's like an OU together. Others resemble the Cyrillic. Yeah, Cyrillic letters to U, which is YU. And a lowercase BE, B. The Unknown in the top middle large image resembles the Cyrillic R, yeah. Okay, whatever. I don't know what all those things mean, so I'm probably saying them incorrectly. If player does not have Unknown's Pokedex data on a Gen 2 game when an Oaks Lab in Pokemon Stadium 2, Unknown's Pokedex number is listed as 252 instead of 201. This happens regardless of which Pokedex display mode is selected. Weird. Unown is the only Pokemon with a base stat total of 336. That's a fun fact. Unown currently is represented in the trading card game by the most cards of any Pokemon after Pikachu, with 90 unique cards. For those that don't know, I actually am a Pokemon card collector myself. Mostly I go after the Wizard of the Coast trading card games, and I have almost a complete first edition set for every trading card collection there is while under Wizards of the Coast. I almost have every single first edition card ever made except for the base set, because that's like a fortune. So I'm trying to go after the other sets because they're a little more reasonable to obtain. After I guess a bunch of YouTubers went nuts with Pokemon cards, they exploded in value, and just a pain. They're a pain to buy. I've been collecting for years and they've been manageable, and then I just put off getting the base set and then bam, super expensive. I might just have to go after like a non-first edition base set just so I can have all those cards. Anyway, back to the trivia. Unown is the only... Oh, actually, the reason why I brought that up specifically was because I have all the first edition Unowns that there are. I have at least... Yeah, I've got I feel like there's a couple dozen of them. Anyway. Unown is the only Generation 2 Pokemon that has not been featured in a Ranger series game. It is also the only Generation 2 Pokemon obtainable in Generation 7 that cannot have the Black Clover as its origin mark. Weird, why does it say that you can obtain it in Gen 7 but it doesn't have a Pokedex entry? Maybe it's some incomplete information, I don't know why. It's very strange. Due to Unown's letter and shininess both being determined by IVs in Gen 2, Shiny Unown will always be either an I or V in these games. Oh, that's really interesting. I didn't know that. Interesting. Curious. Due to Unown's shininess being determined in IVs in Gen 2, Shiny's Unown will always be... Interesting. This in turn matches the acronym for IVs, which determines its shiny status. However, this is only a coincidence, as individual values is a fan-originated term. That is so crazy. What a weird coincidence that is. So that means right now we don't have a chance of running into a shiny, I think is what they're trying to say. I don't know if it's trying to suggest that the only shinies are IV in Gen 3, because I know that you can get shiny versions of... like pretty much any available Unown in Pokemon Go, and you can transfer it into the game, so I'm not sure exactly how that works. Maybe they're just saying you can't catch it natively in those games without it being an IV. I don't know. That's very curious. That's so crazy. The IV determines its shininess. That's a very weird thing. I never heard that before. Unown is the only Pokemon in the Sinnoh Pokedex that is not a legendary or mythical Pokemon not used by any trainer in Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. The two main official artworks for Unown represent a G-shape. Represent a G-shaped Unown for Pokemon Gold and Silver versions and an F-shape for Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire versions onward, which may allude to the acronym for Game Freak. Makes sense. That was also a G, coincidentally, that we were running into while reading about a G. Also, yeah, G and F are both available inside, and this is weird, man. Big Brother's watching us. G and F are available inside this particular chamber of Scufib. That's curious. Despite Unown being able to use TM10 in Generation 6 and 7, it still cannot do so legitimately because it will always already know Hidden Power. Interesting. Unown is the only Pokemon that cannot learn any status moves. Wow. That's interesting. Starting in Gen 4, where moves were split into categories based on themselves and not their types, Unown can only use its attack, not special attack stat, for confusion damage and struggle. Excluding starter, legendary, and mythical Pokemon, the Unown evolutionary family is the only Generation 2 evolution family that was never obtainable via the Pokemon Dream World in Gen 5. I hated the Dream World. That was such a pain in the ass feature. I did not like that. Generation 1, 2, 3, or 4 evolutionary family that was never obtainable via the Generation V or 5 Pokemon Global Link. Yeah, they had some really weird... Yeah, we got it! Some weird gimmicky features that just like drove me absolutely crazy. Awesome. Better wave that. See, it's almost perfect. Somehow this system, like, it's almost so perfectly right on the dot between 27 and 28 minutes that we run into the final form. So I'm assuming we'll probably end up having a half hour in every single one of the chambers. Excellent. Perfect. All right, let's pop out of here. Probably gonna run into at least one more. friends. Save it now, just because I want to be on the safe side. Excellent. So now we have 12 unknown. So a little under halfway there. Sweet, just marking that off my checklist. There we go. All right, so I believe there should be another island right here. Then we're going to go ahead and go over there. All right, so now that we've got Scufib done, this one should be Dilford. Okay, let's go ahead and just set up shop right here. Here we are, right outside the Scufib, or I'm sorry, the Dilford chamber. We just completed the Scufib one. Thank you guys for watching this episode of Pokemon FIRERED. If you enjoyed the content, be sure to hit the like button. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe to the channel. If you have any feedback for me, leave it in the comments section. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Otherwise, I appreciate you taking the time to listen to this fancy unknown trivia. And we'll continue on with the brand new episode or playthrough debuting tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time right here on the Marcanine channel. But that's it from me, guys. Take care, be well, and I'll see you next time when we continue on with our playthrough of Pokemon FIRERED. Later.